Hi friends, today let's talk about how in 1973 the rich and famous gathered in France to save the Palace of Versailles, while watching a fashion show that almost became a scandal. It's a story where fashion, politics and termites converge. Yes, don't be surprised. So, let's get started. Versailles is more than just pretty mirrors and staircases. It was built by Louis Xi as a hunting lodge, and then Louis XIV turned it into the most luxurious royal residence in Europe. But after the French Revolution in 1789, it became a museum and gradually began to deteriorate. By 1973, termites had eaten away at the wood, the roof was leaking and the walls were cracking. In short, the palace was on the verge of collapse. To raise money for repairs, the organizers came up with an ingenious move, a charity fashion show. And not just any fashion show, but a battle between French and American designers. The gist: the French, Saint Laurent, Givenchy, Dior, classics, elegance, we know that fashion is art. Americans, Oscar de la Renta, Bill Blass, extreme, color, we'll be brighter than your sundial. Bottom line? The Americans won. French newspapers shouted, the French were good, but the Americans were sensational, They invited anyone with money and a name to the event: Grace Kelly, Princess of Monaco, Liza Minnelli, Josephine Baker, Rudolf Nureyev for the show. Millionaires like the Rothschilds, Aga Khan and Churchill to write checks. Interesting fact: the dinner was cold and they didn't turn the heat on. Why? So that the guests, freezing in their evening gowns, would donate more money faster. Even the toilets were closed, so they wouldn't be distracted. Grace, as always, was the center of attention. She wore a white dress with a red cape from Dior, the color of Monaco, and a jewelry set from Van Cleef Arpels, tiara Kokoshnik with rubies and diamonds. Earrings, necklace, bracelet and ring. By the way, she rented the tiara. Why spend money when you can borrow it? Everything went well. Collected $260,000, for 1973 it's like millions now. The show went down in fashion history as a battle where America beat France, but both sides won. Versailles was saved. It's not just a fashion story, it's an example of how even in a crisis you can create an event that brings art, money and stars together. And Grace Kelly, as always, remained an example of elegance. Thank you for your attention. If you want more stories about jewelry, subscribe. See you soon.